So I've been thinking about doing this video for a minute now, and I hadn't done anything in a while, but something spawned me to think about doing it today. I had a guy that I work with say to me, well, why don't you jump on this position because it pays X amount of dollars and it would be good for you. Don't you want to make big dough? And instantly what I thought about, you mean to become more of a prisoner? You mean and give more of my time? Do you understand that part of what you see in this makeup of me is because I like to say I'm a tapestry. I go to my kids' events. I go to men's group. I like going to church. I like doing church stuff. I like having multiple groups of friends. That's important to me because I think that's where the wisdom comes from. I think that, like they talked about the one percenters, and the one percenters, that's an ever-changing circle. It's not just the one percenters are all in there and they're all just 1%. Some people are in, some people are in there because of stock. Sometimes the stock crash, now they're not in. It moves around. So I always think about, my wife had said that, she says, just because it's not the most, does it make it not enough? I think a lot of people need to think that way because I've spoken to a lot of prisoners, people that are completely locked, and they're slaves. They're modern day slaves to the dollar. Come to the point, yes, I want the lifestyle, I do. But like she said, just because it's not the most doesn't make it not enough. I like to think that we live a blessed life. I don't, it's been good for us. It's been really good for us. So for somebody to say that to me, I thought, man, I guess, because for some people it's different. And some people price is different. And I hear Grant Cardone saying, hey, 40 grand a month is so-so. I never thought about that. I thought 10 grand a month was balling. And I thought 20 grand a month was balling. He said 40 grand a month was so-so. So it changed my thinking. So I'm thinking, well, if I made this switch and then I gave away more of my time only for a little bit more, that's not the trade-off. The trade-off is if I'm giving up more time, that better really boost the rest of my life to a level that I never thought was possible. Not giving up this much more time to get this much more money. That don't make any sense because, like, again, just because it's not the most don't mean it's not enough. I don't know why this video came to me, and I hadn't been doing videos in a while. I hadn't thought about doing videos. And I read some in the Bible that it talked about the light and it talked about the salt of the earth. And it says, what if the salt loses its saltiness? It says it serves no purpose. Well, what's the use of it? It says throw it on the ground and trample it under feet. It talked about the light that, hey, when you got a light that in a dark room, you don't put the light under a bowl. You put the light on a nightstand or on something tall so everybody can benefit from the light. That's the difference. And I was thinking like, hey, well, yeah, such and such, but that's selfish. I'll make more money, but now I don't get to go to my kids' events. I gotta be there. I can't do something that's an emergency. I gotta be there. And those traps, I think I've just avoided all my life because I don't know. I wish I could really explain it, but I can't really explain it. But I think about that. Like, those traps I avoid. And for some people, they're not traps. Some people, that's what they want to do. And sometimes they aspire to do that. But I aspire to acquire it differently. I aspire to acquire it with freedom. Like, the more income can't mean I'm more of a slave. The more income means I'm more free. Where a lot of people don't see it that way. It doesn't make it bad. Like I said, does not make it a bad thing. It just isn't the way I like to operate. I tell you, Grant Cardone, I don't know why that, and then people's like, oh, he said such and such, $35,000. How you living? How you making it off of that? Makes sense. Makes sense. Like, you don't want to like I said, you don't want to make that money and it make you a bigger slave. It takes more of you, so it requires more of your life. Like for me, I gotta have the gym. I gotta have going on vacation with my family. And then I go on vacation, I come back and I appreciate what my life is a little bit more every time I go on vacation. That's what it does for me. You know, I say, hey, I am blessed. And sometimes the vacation reminds me because I go and I try to live a higher life, to go on vacation for us to live a little higher life, just a short period of time. But then I get where I just miss my regular habits of things that I've grown accustomed to doing that I enjoy doing. Like working out, having access to things quickly, going out to dinner with my wife, having my kids be here, having the friends that I know, the people I associate with around me. Like, those things are important, you know? So I just thought about that when he said that to me. It made me think, his life is different than mine. And now that doesn't make it bad. But like I said, just because it's not the most don't mean it's not enough. So maybe it's enough in that arena for me, because if I expand in that arena, the walls are tighter for me. So I'll take that, and what it tells me in my mind is I got to really get outside the box and do the things that I want to do that'll matter more, that I can leave a legacy, because a job, I can't leave shit to my kids about a job. I can leave them some land. I can leave them some philosophy. I can leave them some awesome experiences. I can leave them wisdom, because daddy was with them as they encountered these new things. That's important to me. Those things are important to me. But a little more money for a lot less time, miss me with it. Like I said, just because it's not the most doesn't make it not enough. So with that being said, it's your boy, The Persistent Mitchell, and I'm out.